let's get into the first topic of the day. We're gonna be talking about the NBA MVP,
Oh, you already know.
Steph Curry and James Harden. Some people have Russell Westbrook in there, but now that light's kind of faded out. Pretty much since his team hasn't really because they at first he was secured as the eighth seed, and now they lost like a good amount of games straight, and they just won their most recent game, 2 days ago. So now he's kind of fallen off in the MVP race, and it's pretty much come down to a two-man race between James Harden and Stephen Curry. So we're gonna be pretty much talking about who each person thinks deserves the award. We'll start out with you, Rashad.
Are ready for this?
Oh my gosh.
Steph Curry is this year's MVP.
Oh my. Why?
Oh, you want to know why? Steph Curry. Hold on. Wait, before I go, any objections, Khalid? Brendan? Any objections before I start a case? Any objections?
Yeah.
Oh my. No, let him go.
Oh my God. We got another. Oh, okay.
Let him go.
Okay. We're talking about one of the premier scorers in the league, on the best team in the league, in the Western Conference at that. Think about it. You're playing in the Western Conference and you're the number one team. That already stands out in itself. Granted, you know what I'm saying? He got a team full of great people, got some good scores on the team, but he leads the team. The team goes how he goes.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? You got to give it to him as MVP. You got to.
Well, okay. So, Kyle, let me hear who you have as your MVP.
Steph Curry.
Oh, you already know. You already know.
So I have to Steph Curry fans here. I see. Why do you pick Steph Curry?
Like Rashad said, he's a amazing scorer. Always dropping at least 30, 25 points in a game. He just broke his own 3-point record.
Hey,
so
round of applause.
Also, he is leading his team, and is the number one team in the league.
So you said amazing score, right? You said averaging 30, 25, right?
I didn't say average.
Yeah, you didn't say he'd be dropping. What did you just say?
I said he'd be dropping 25,
30. He averages 23.9 points a game, though.
Yeah,
he has the ability to do that. So, I mean, if we're talking about scoring as the ability to score, so who's the better scorer, James Harden or Stephen Curry?
Who's a better scorer? I say, what's the name? Steph Curry's a better scorer.
Mm-hmm.
Who's averaging more points? Who's doing their thing? See, James Harden. See, it's a different scene. Think about it, yo. James Harden is a get to the free throw line type scorer. He got a lot of foul calls. Now, granted, he scores in the league, but if you need someone like a one-on-one, hold on, listen. If you need someone like a one-on-one scorer, that jump shot is deadly. He can pull up at any time. He can pull up at any time. Mid-range, 3-point. It doesn't matter. He doesn't always need free throws to get all his points. He get them by jump shots. He get them by layups. He get them by floaters.
He wetting them threes.
Hey, you already know.
A 3-point shot. James Harden can hit threes too.
He can, but he don't hit them like Steph Curry do.
And Steph Curry don't drive into the lane like James Harden do.
He does. He uses a floater. He doesn't drive in as much.
So what's more efficient, a 3-point shot or driving into the lane?
You come to this? You come into this?
Yeah.
Steph Curry's 3-point shot is.
What?
Steph Curry's 3-point shot is.
No.
Yes.
How?
Because Steph Curry is amazing.
A 3-pointer is statistically less efficient of a shot.
Can we have this conversation once before?
I thought he'd come to the light.
I did not come to the light. The light is on Steph Curry's shot. It rains down on him. It rains down on him.
No.
Whoa. Now, 3-point is not more efficient than driving to the hole.
Why is he breaking his record again?
Because he knows how to chuck them. That's for sure.
And he hits them.
He's leading the league in 3-point attempts.
Hey, sorry, he hits them. He hits.
So I mean, if you're gonna be shooting the most attempts, of course you're gonna lead the.
Would you rather have Kyle Korver shooting a layup or shooting his 3-point shot?
A layup.
He's shooting 50%.
Yeah, but that's a
layup though.
1 for 2 for every 3-point shot he takes.
No, I'd rather have him shoot a layup any day.
You'd rather have Kyle Korver go
an open layup or open three?
No.
An open layup.
Not an open layup.
What?
Open layup. What does it happen in the league?
Huh?
When do you get an open layup other than Russell Westbrook? And a fast break. Win. Win. When do you get a free to the basket? The center's on the side over it. Go ahead.
Apparently, you don't see how the Hawks play basketball. All the back cuts. With all the
cuts.
That's an open layup.
That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a drive and throwing the layup up. That's what I'm talking about.
This man
That's
is
what
tripping.
I'm tripping.
I'm
tripping. Oh my goodness.
No,
Wait, what?
Oh my goodness.
A 2-point shot is always more
efficient than
a 3-point shot.
Why is Golden State always shooting them then?
Because they can shoot them, but that's not what they. If you look at their games, their field goal attempts, there's less 3-point attempts than there are actual 2-point attempts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no team's going to shoot.
Why does every big man learn how to shoot threes?
33.
Why does every big man learn how to shoot threes?
It's all about the European players that shoot the threes.
Oh,
big man dominating the post.
Hold on,
I thought threes were the most efficient shot in the game.
I did not say they're the most efficient shot. I said I'll take Steph Curry's 3. Steph
Curry's
over a
layup.
3. Or Kyle Korver's 3 over a contested layup by Kyle Korver.
So what about a contested 3 from Kyle Korver?
Mm-hmm.
No, see, he's a stand
What about
there.
So what
contested
changes?
three?
What changes?
Steph Curry can shoot on contested. That's what changes.
So you even just proved my point because you just said he has to be open for it to be a more high percentage
anything
shot.
Contested coming from Kyle Korver is not good.
What?
It's not good.
I just
Bro, why do you think James Harden should be MVP?
Yeah, let's hear this.
Because he's been leading that team with no Dwight Howard, with no other player on that team that can create a shot of their own, and he's second in the league in scoring, mainly because Russell Westbrook wants to go out there and chuck 43 shots a game. But that's sort of different. That's a different day. But
you gotta do his thing.
Different conversation.
Yeah,
but he's leading. He's had the Rockets at the 2 seed for most of the time in the West until they recently just fell to 5th.
With the hurt Dwight Howard.
Yeah, with the hurt Dwight Howard in the Western Conference. Even the Cleveland Cavaliers weren't doing nothing with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love when LeBron James sat out.
Exactly.
They were 1-9 with him sitting out.
Okay.
So James Harden's kept the Rockets at a high level of competition without Dwight Howard, and now without Patrick Beverley for like the past month and a half, who's their starting point guard. I mean, what does he have to do? Walk on clouds in order for him to get the
to get over Steph Curry? You do.
What?
Steph Curry is the number 1 choice for MVP this year.
So how does all that just negate what James Harden does?
So what James Harden does is the same thing LeBron does. Like you said, there was 1-9 when LeBron sat out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened when he came back? What happened when LeBron came back?
All
they did was win.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're the number 2 spot in the East.
But LeBron, here's the thing.
Wait. They're the number 2 spot in the East now.
Here's the difference.
The number 2 spot in the East.
In the Eastern Conference.
It's still.
Do you know where the Cavaliers rank if they're in the West? They're the 7th seed.
Okay, they're not in the East though.
If we get rid of the conferences and we just do overall records of the best teams in the league, the top 6 teams are all Western Conference teams.
Mm-hmm.
The Hawks are the only
one. Second.
The Hawks are the only ones that are in the top 6. And then it's the Cavaliers, and then it goes down to the Spurs. That's awful. And when you're going night in, night out, playing against the Western Conference, all the big dogs.
Oh yeah.
If I'm LeBron James and I see I have the Celtics on my schedule, I'm like,
But they just got blown out by the Celtics.
They did just get beat by the Celtics, but I'm saying that's why he was like this. It's the Celtics. That's exactly why. He sat back and was like, it's the Celtics. He didn't take them seriously. Who can take the Eastern Conference seriously? Half of the lower 6, 7, 8 seeds, I don't know that they have over 500 records.
Mm-mm.
That's awful.
It is awful.
The fact
but
that
it's still a conference though. It's a team still has to come out that conference.
A team does have to come out that conference.
Granted, you got put in the conference. You got put in the conference. You still got to play in the conference. I mean, you can't be like, oh, I want to move to the West now.
No, it's not about moving to the West. I'm saying LeBron James' impact doesn't resonate as much as James Harden's impact.
It got them from where they were to where they are now, though. They always wasn't the number 2 spot.
I mean,
also about the difficulty in the division.
Yeah, in the conferences, and it also helps that LeBron James got Timothy Mozgov and J.R. Smith and Amon Shumpert after he took all them off that break. It also helps that they came along because they would not have this record if it wasn't for those guys, right?
I mean, they help because that's a great role players to add to your team.
Exactly. So who does James Harden have helping him?
Who does he? But still, point is, he has a team that is competing in the Western Conference.
Yeah,
that's doing well in the Western Conference.
Thank you.
No, I'm not supporting.
Thank you
because Steph Curry is number 1 in the Western Conference.
It sounds like he was supporting my case.
No. I'm agreeing with you. You know what I'm saying? You have a good. I'm not supporting you. No, I'm agreeing with you. You have a good case. But it still comes down to Steph Curry being number 1 in the division in the conference, leading that team in scoring. And you know what I'm saying? He's top
leading
five
a
and still,
team
he's top
full
5
of-
and still.
He's leading the best offensive team in the league. That means to be the best offensive team, that means your team can't be scrubs. That means every single other person, player around him.
No team is scrubs.
No team is.
NBA.
Come on now. I mean, there are teams that were like. I mean, I'm a Lakers fan, but we're scrubs. We're scrubs.
Let's not talk about the Knicks.
They're still better than us.
Right. All right. Like, oh my gosh. Like when you can't even name a team's top 5 or starting 5. That's when you know. You can't even name 3 players off the Knicks roster or the Lakers starting roster.
I can name the Lakers.
Who?
You got Swaggy P when he wasn't hurt. You got Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin's not even a starter.
He was a starter. Oh, no, what's his name? Wasn't Ronnie Price was a starter.
Oh my.
And then
Jordan Clarkson is a starter. The Lakers roster is a struggle. We're so bad that the roster lineup just keeps changing because nobody even knows who to put in no more. Byron Scott's like, I just got to get through the season. I'm just trying to get through the season. And you see, when you're playing teams like all these top teams in the league, James Harden goes against them night in, night out all the time. Not saying Steph, because Steph Curry's in the same conference, but it's just the fact that James Harden has less help when he's going against them. It's like James Harden's looking at them like this. Damn, it's 1-on-5 here.
But no, see, this is the way I look at it. Like when you play on a good team, even though they're not, you know what I'm saying, even though they're not like name scorers, they still put up points when other players are absent. You know what I'm saying? They still give you, you got players, some players give you 20 points some nights they don't. So technically, he's not
doing it solo.
Yeah, he's not doing it solo. It's just he doesn't have a guaranteed person to average.
You don't have another all-star.
It changes.
So
I mean,
why isn't Anthony Davis in the All-Star conversation? I mean, the MVP conversation.
He is in the MVP conversation.
For who?
He's number 5.
From the start of this topic, we never listened to him.
We named it 3.
You just saying Anthony Davis is number 5.
He's number 5.
What, boy? Once you're out of the 3, you're not even relevant no more. Once you're not even in the top 3, you're not even relevant no more.
Ain't no 4th place.
Exactly.
Westbrook isn't relevant no more.
I just said that.
No,
I just said he fell off.
No, he fell off, but he's still relevant. You know, there's some people I still.
He's not even in the playoffs right now.
That's all right. He got a game to go. They got a game to go.
They have.
The Pelicans got the tiebreaker.
Still a game to go. Still a game to go.
Man.
Wait, we just have to agree to disagree here.
I just don't understand. Like, from going to saying that a 3-point shot is more efficient than a 2-point.
From Steph Curry.
You know what?
That's why he's the MVP.
Forget basketball. We're going on to golf.